Do you want to declutter your house, but you don't have hours on end to be able to focus on it right now? Well, in today's video, I'm going to take you through a power hour declutter and see how much we can tackle. Hey, I'm Lindsay with Organize to Save, and if you're just now joining me, welcome. On this channel, I'm here to help you declutter and get organized with budget-friendly tips. And today, we're literally spending no money. We're actually trying to get rid of things in our house instead of bringing more things in. Every couple months, I get the itch to declutter. I don't know about you, but as new things are coming into your home, it's important to evaluate what you have and see what you can get rid of. Pass it along to somebody, donate it, or even try selling it. I'm going to take you with me, and I'd encourage you to do this along with me as well. Go around your house and just see what kind of things that you can get rid of. I've got my laundry basket here, and as I find something, I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. Now, who knows, I might have to get a second laundry basket, but we'll see how much we can find. So let's go ahead, set our timers, and let's go. This place I'm starting is in my vanity. I know that there's stuff in here that I can get rid of. When you're thinking about makeup, think about what do you actually wear? And don't forget that makeup actually does have expiration dates. The other thing to think about is jewelry. I don't often wear a ton of dangly earrings, and I have an entire tray here filled with earrings that I just no longer use anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly go through this as well. A ton of jewelry on here that I'm just no longer wearing. Okay, so all of these are going. Do you have electronics laying around that you're not using? Tested out this alarm clock, didn't like it, so that's being decluttered as well. Since I'm doing a quick power hour, I don't have time to go through my entire closet. Now, if you're looking for tips on how to organize a master closet, check out the video above and the playlist down below. I've got a ton of great ideas on how to keep your closet organized. But one thing I am going to do is check my bucket over here. Keep a bin in my closet so that way if I come across something that I know I'm for sure not going to wear again, I can put it right in here. And what do you know, there's a pair of pants in here that I tossed in there. So I'm going to go ahead and add these to my bin as well. And there's a few things of jewelry. Great rule of thumb for you is one thing in, one thing out. I recently got a new little handbag that I purchased to be able to replace this one. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my donate bin. I know a lot of people like to have a ton of handbags on hand, but honestly, how often are you using all of those bags? I like to keep just basically like I call my mommy bag and then my me bag. So a smaller bag would be for when I'm out and about and I don't need to carry around a ton of stuff for my daughter. And then the other one is for when I need to be able to have room for all the snacks and water bottles and all that kind of stuff. I also had this for some reason randomly in my closet. This is actually an old shower curtain that when I redid my daughter's bathroom, I took this one down. So this needs to go in donate as well. Don't forget about old decor that you're no longer using or DIY projects that you're no longer displaying. I did these a long time ago and I don't really have a spot for them. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. Now, tote bags, travel bags, I'm sure we all have a ton of them on hand. I know I get a lot for free from different events or things that I've gone to in the past. So I'm going to quickly go through my bag of bags and figure out what ones I actually want to keep. So I'm going to keep this one, but get rid of this one so that way if in the future I start going to events again, I have a clear bag that I can take to them. Okay, so quick time check-in. It's only been 8 minutes so far. And my basket's already filling up. I have a feeling that we're gonna need a couple more baskets. Another great place to look for hidden things that you no longer need in your bathroom. I had a ton of those little travel toiletries and things that I've had for a very long time and I'm obviously not using them. So I went ahead and decluttered them and I only have a few small items in a basket so in case our guests need something, we've got it on hand. I also went through some stuff in my closet as well, and all of this hair stuff I've had on hand and have not touched in over a year. So I went ahead and said goodbye to it, said goodbye to all the old makeup, all the old lotions, and don't forget to check those expiration dates. Another thing that you don't need to hold on to is things that no longer work. I was holding on to this heating pad and it doesn't even work anymore, so that's going away as well. With winter just around the corner, it was a great time for me to quickly look at all of our winter gear. I went through each of our baskets and determined what gloves, hats, and scarves we actually needed to keep on hand. And it also gave me a great sense knowing that I actually need to get my daughter some bigger gloves this year because she's grown. Shoes is another area that you can easily declutter. If you've not worn your shoes in a very long time, it's most likely time to say goodbye to them. I went through and decluttered a couple pairs of boots that I know I'm not going to be wearing this year. Now, don't forget the rule, one in, one out. I needed to make space for a new coffee mug, so I went ahead and got rid of another one. One of my favorite rules is to actually decant items. So I went ahead and took all of the hot chocolate packets out of the box, and by the way, be careful pulling those packets apart because clean up on aisle 9. But I went ahead and decluttered this area, and now that white basket is empty, so that way I can use it for all my cloth napkins instead. And I also got rid of my K-cups because I don't even have a Keurig anymore. So why was I holding on to things that I can't even use anymore? So look through your house and figure out what kind of things you no longer need, like those K-cups or boxes. Another thing I'm sure we all have a ton on hand is plastic bags. I went ahead and got rid of a bunch of them and only kept what would actually fit in my plastic bag holder. I also had some containers in my pantry that I wasn't using and were just taking up space. So be realistic with the things that you're storing. Okay, so at this point I had about 20 minutes left, and I figured I probably would not be able to tackle this entire room, but this room has been kind of our catch-all room this past year. We've been doing a lot of rearranging in our house, and we had plans for this room, but right now it was just kind of a dumping zone. But I knew I had a ton of stuff down here that I had put down here with the intention of decluttering it, so I wanted to tackle it. Quickly set out and looked at the couple baskets that I knew had a ton of stuff that I needed to declutter. There was a bunch of decor things that I wasn't using anymore, different organizing pieces. So if you know that you have stuff that you've already set aside to declutter it now. Get it all out of your house. Now, this room is obviously going to need some attention at a later date, but man, it feels so good to be able to just get those things out of here that I knew I didn't want to hold on to anymore. Also, don't forget to look through your seasonal decor stuff. I looked through my fall decor and figured out what did I actually not put up this year, and went ahead and said goodbye to a couple items. Okay, so I've got only about 8 minutes left, so what I'm going to do to wrap this up is quickly go through that box of manuals. I'm not going to spend time looking at all the receipts and that kind of stuff right now, but any of the actual manual booklets, I'm literally just going to grab them and toss them because you can find everything that you need online these days. Okay, we did it. 1 hour and I was able to declutter a ton of stuff. Now the key is to make sure you actually take it to donation. So I'm going to go ahead and load this all up in my van so that way I have no excuses to get this out of the house. Now if you're looking for more ideas on how you can declutter your house, make sure to check out the video on your screen right now, and we'll see you in the next one.